You are now listening to the Vegan Stuff podcast with Caavakushi.
Hosting this podcast today are our two AI hosts, Sam and Kim. If you simply can't get enough of us, go to caavakushi.com and sign up for our vegan newsletter. And get our free 7-day high-protein vegan meal plan. And we also have some good news. We will be releasing our first ever cookbook pretty soon, so stay tuned. Hey, don't forget to follow us on our socials too.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Vegan Stuff with Caavakushi for another deep dive.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Sam.
And today we're diving deep into the vegan world of Alicia Silverstone.
We've got articles, interviews, excerpts from her book, The Kind Diet.
Really going to get into how veganism is like interwoven in her entire life, from her personal choices to her advocacy work.
Yeah, it's a lot more than just like, I eat this. It's like everything.
It's a whole philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's fascinating to me that her commitment started so early.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking childhood, not just some Hollywood phase.
Yeah, I mean, 8 years old.
Yeah.
She starts questioning eating meat because her brother was imitating animal sounds while she was trying to eat lamb.
Oh, wow. So he was like, bah, as she was eating the lamb chop.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
I mean, what a mood killer, right?
total mood killer.
Like, talk about like a really impactful moment. Like, that's going to make you think twice.
Yeah, and that's something we can all think about. You know, the messages we're sending kids about food and animals.
For sure, for sure.
Even in those seemingly innocent situations.
Right.
But it wasn't just her brother, right?
Nope.
Around the same age, she also witnessed the separation of calves from their mothers on a trip to the English countryside.
Oh, gosh.
And the sound of those cries really stuck with her.
It's so heartbreaking. You know, like those early encounters with the realities of animal agriculture really can shape a person.
Yeah, for sure.
So fast forward now.
Okay.
Alicia's 21.
Okay.
This is when she fully embraces veganism, watches a documentary about factory farming.
I feel like that's the turning point for a lot of people.
It is. It's like pulling back the curtain and seeing what's really going on.
Yeah.
And for her, it was a complete game changer. And this is kind of where her book, The Kind Diet, comes in.
Yeah, it was 2009.
2009, offering this more accessible approach to veganism,
Yeah.
focusing on delicious food, gradual transition.
Not being restrictive.
Not being restricted.
Yeah, I like that. So what made her approach in The Kind Diet so unique?
Well, she advocated for what she called the flirting stage.
Flirting.
Flirting, where
What's
you
that?
just incorporate more plant-based options into your diet.
Yeah.
Just baby steps, not feeling overwhelmed.
I love that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like ease into it. It's not like a
day one.
You have to be perfect from day one.
Exactly. You got to just try it out, see how you like it.
Yeah.
And then once you're comfortable, you move into the vegan level.
Okay.
Fully embracing a plant-based diet.
Okay.
And then for the truly committed, there's the superhero level.
Superhero.
Inspired by macrobiotic principles. So really emphasizing whole grains and organic veggies and things like sea vegetables.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's a tiered system.
Yeah.
It makes it very accessible for newcomers.
Exactly.
So no wonder it was a bestseller.
It tapped into a growing interest in plant-based eating, and her celebrity status certainly helped. But what's interesting is her approach to advocacy has evolved over time. It's become more nuanced.
Like that time she got booed off stage at an animal rights conference.
Right. Like, you're a vegan icon.
How do you get booed
I know.
at a vegan event?
So it turns out that early in her activism, she really relied on that graphic imagery and descriptions of animal suffering.
Yeah, which can be really powerful.
It can be powerful, but it can backfire too.
Especially if someone is just starting to kind of explore, you know?
Yeah, it's too intense.
Yeah.
But at this conference, she was actually advocating for a kinder and more compassionate approach to activism.
Okay.
She felt that focusing on the positives, like the health benefits or delicious food, would be more persuasive.
So she got booed for promoting kindness.
I know, right? It's wild.
Wow.
It just goes to show that even within the vegan community,
There's different perspectives.
there's different perspectives on how to do this.
Yeah.
But that incident seemed to be a turning point for her.
Okay.
She really started to see the power of leading by example and being this like poster child for health to attract others.
Yeah, like showing how vibrant and joyful veganism can
Yeah.
be, not just the horrors.
Yeah, and I think that shift really resonated with a wider audience.
For sure. And that philosophy extended beyond her advocacy work. It went into her parenting style.
Oh, yeah.
She's been very open about raising her son bare vegan from birth.
which of course sparks controversy.
Oh, yeah. People are always going to have something to say about how you raise your kids.
Especially about food.
Especially about food.
But she seems completely unfazed
Yeah.
by the criticism.
Yeah, she's super confident in her choices and the values she's instilling.
And she doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk, turning her home into this sustainable haven, incorporating eco-friendly practices that go way beyond diet.
Okay, so what kind of changes are we talking about?
Well, she's got solar panels to harness the power of the sun.
Okay.
She's implemented a gray water system that reuses water from sinks and showers to irrigate her garden.
Wow, so her dedication to sustainability goes beyond just what she eats.
Yeah, she really walks the walk.
Yeah, she's minimizing her impact in every aspect of her life.
Yeah, and she's involving Bear in those practices too.
Oh, that's cool.
They garden together, they compost their food scraps, they make conscious choices about the clothes they buy and the waste they produce.
Wow.
It's creating a whole sustainable lifestyle for her son.
That's really cool.
It's that led by example approach and action, and it brings us to another aspect of her vegan journey.
Her activism.
Activism.
So we know she's partnered with PETA and Farm Sanctuary.
Yeah.
But what specific campaigns and initiatives has she been involved in?
Well, one that stands out is her campaign against animal dissection in schools.
Oh, yeah.
She argues that it's cruel and unnecessary.
Especially with all the alternatives we have now.
Exactly. There's so many humane alternatives.
Yeah.
And they even teamed up with Bear to recreate a classic PETA ad.
Oh, wow.
Featuring Paul and Linda McCartney.
Oh, cool.
Advocating for students to cut class, not frogs.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't that cute?
And what a powerful message.
Yeah, and it shows that kids can be agents of change, too.
Yeah.
And that compassion for animals can be instilled from a young age.
For sure.
It also highlights that intergenerational activism,
Yeah.
working together across generations
Yeah.
to create a better world.
I love that.
You love that.
Let's not forget her efforts to get Starbucks to drop the vegan milk surcharge.
Oh, yeah, that was a big one.
That was a big one. She wrote a pretty strongly worded letter to the company.
She did.
Calling out their hypocrisy for claiming to be environmentally conscious.
Right.
But then, penalizing customers who choose plant-based milk.
Totally. And her argument was so well-reasoned and articulate.
Yeah.
Like, she pointed out that it not only discourages people from making these ethical choices,
Yeah.
but it also disproportionately affects people of color who are more likely to be lactose intolerant.
That's a really good point.
It was a really smart way to use her influence to advocate for a more just and equitable food system.
Yeah. Alicia's a force to be reckoned with.
She is.
She's not afraid to challenge the status quo and really fight for what she believes in.
And what's inspiring is that she approaches it with kindness and compassion.
Yeah.
It's not about judgment or shame. It's about inviting people to consider a different way of living.
And speaking of different ways of living, we haven't even touched on her approach to beauty and skincare, which is, of course, deeply intertwined with her veganism.
Of course, because she's a firm believer that true beauty comes from within,
Mm-hmm.
and she emphasizes nourishing your body with healthy plant-based foods.
Yeah.
She even said once, you might as well throw every single beauty product away if you're not going to eat clean.
I love that quote. And while I wouldn't necessarily ditch all my skincare products, I do think there's a lot of truth to what she's saying.
Right.
Like, a healthy diet is the foundation for good skin.
It is the foundation.
But she takes it a step further
It does.
by prioritizing natural and organic beauty products.
Yes, avoiding those harsh chemicals and ingredients that are harmful to our bodies and the planet.
Right? It's all about making those conscious choices
Yes.
that align with her values.
It's about the bigger picture.
Yeah.
It's not just about one little thing. It's about the whole picture.
And what's interesting is she doesn't claim to have a perfect skincare routine.
No, he doesn't.
In fact, she admits to being terrible at taking care of her skin sometimes.
Oh, really?
But she believes that her clean plant-based diet makes up for any lapses in her skincare regimen.
Interesting.
So it's relatable.
It is relatable.
It takes the pressure off.
It does. You don't have to be perfect.
You don't have to be perfect. Just, kind of take a holistic approach.
It's about progress, not perfection.
Exactly. And I think that's a great lesson to apply to all aspects of our vegan journey.
For sure.
It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress and embracing the journey with all of its ups and downs.
And we all have different starting points and different paths.
Yeah.
But what matters is that we're moving in a direction of compassion and sustainability.
As we've been talking about Alicia's journey, it's striking to me how deeply integrated veganism is in her life.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just a dietary choice. It's woven into her parenting, her activism, her home, even her skincare routine.
It really is.
It's a way of life. It's a philosophy that just permeates every aspect of her being.
It's who she is.
Yeah, and it's inspiring to see someone live so authentically and passionately and use their platform to advocate for a more compassionate and sustainable world.
I agree.
But before we get too philosophical, I think it's time to lighten things up and explore some of Alicia's favorite vegan goodies.
Ooh, yes.
Because let's be real, who doesn't love a good vegan treat?
Especially if it's Alicia Silverstone approved.
I know you've got some inside scoops on her go-to brands and restaurants.
I do.
Right, hit me with your best vegan recommendation.
Get those notepads ready. We're about to delve into Alicia's world of delicious plant-based delight.
I'm all ears. Okay.
Did you know we have a vegan search engine, a vegan forum, a vegan newsletter, and so much more coming soon? So why not check us out at Caavakushi.com.
Okay, so let's talk about some of those delicious plant-based delights.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Let's talk chocolate first.
Oh, yeah.
Because, everyone loves a good vegan chocolate treat.
Of course.
And Alicia is a big fan of No Kitchen chocolate.
U-Kitchen, I've seen that at the store.
Yeah, they're pretty popular.
What makes it so special?
Well, for starters, they use really high-quality ingredients.
Okay.
Organic, fair trade cacao, and they sweeten it with coconut sugar instead of refined sugar.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's like a guilt-free indulgence.
I like that guilt-free indulgence.
And they have so many flavors.
Like what?
Like hazelnut butter plus crunchy salted caramel.
Oh, my God.
Or cashew butter and vanilla bean.
Okay, you had me at cashew butter.
Yeah, I know you're a cashew butter fan.
I am.
So definitely check out Hugh Kitchen chocolate.
I will. I'm writing that down.
Okay, good.
But let's move on because, chocolate's great, but
Yes.
I gotta have my cheese too.
Oh, yes, cheese. Another vegan staple.
Yes, and it's come such a long way.
It really has.
Like,
remember the old days?
The rubbery, flavorless stuff.
I know, it's like a whole new world.
It really is.
And Alicia's right there with us, embracing all these amazing artisanal vegan cheeses.
Yeah.
And one of her favorites is a brand called Romage.
Bromage.
Romage.
I haven't heard of that.
So they're based in LA, and they handcraft these small batch cheeses
Okay.
from cashew milk.
Cashew milk cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have all the classics like cheddar mozzarella brie,
Okay.
but they also have some more adventurous options.
Ooh, what?
Like herbed feta, smoked Gouda. Yeah, and the one that Alicia really raves about is their manchego.
Really?
She says it's out of this world.
I'm gonna have to find this Bromage.
You have to try it. Let me know what you think.
I will. I'm gonna put it to the test.
Okay, good.
But enough about, the grocery store. Let's talk restaurants.
Oh, yes, let's go out to eat.
Where does a vegan icon like Alicia Silverstone eat when she's in LA?
Okay, so get ready for some serious food envy.
Okay.
Because these are some amazing spots.
Okay, I'm taking notes.
Okay, one of her favorites is Night's Elk on Beverly.
Yeah. I've heard of Nick's on Beverly.
Yeah, it's known for its sophisticated vegan cuisine.
Yeah.
And super chic atmosphere.
And I heard they have amazing cocktails, too.
They do. They have great cocktails.
Okay.
And Alicia recommends their avocado crispy rice with ponzu sauce.
What avocado crispy rice?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's supposed to be like the best in the world.
Wow, all right. I'm adding it to my list.
Okay, good.
But if I'm looking for something a little more casual, a little more fun,
Okay, a little more laid back.
what would you recommend?
Well, Alicia's a big fan of sugar taco.
Sugar taco, the name alone, I love it.
I know. It's so cute.
Yeah.
So it's all about vibrant pullers, lively atmosphere,
Okay.
and of course, delicious plant-based Mexican food.
Vegan tacos, sign me up.
I know you can never go wrong with vegan tacos.
No.
And Alicia's favorite dish there is their carne asada tacos,
Hmm.
made with a flavorful plant-based protein and all the classic fixings.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Now, for all you sushi lovers out there,
Oh, yes.
Alicia has a favorite spot for that too.
Okay.
Kusaki?
Vegan sushi.
Vegan sushi.
I gotta hear more about this.
So they get super creative with their ingredients and their flavors. They have everything from classic rolls, like spicy tuna California rolls, to more unique creations.
I'm all about that creative sushi. What does she recommend?
She loves their watermelon granita.
Watermelon granita at a sushi restaurant.
I know, right?
That's a combo I never would have thought of.
It's very refreshing.
Okay, well, there you have it.
There you go.
A glimpse into the delicious world of Alicia Silverstone's favorite vegan things.
All the goodies.
I'm feeling inspired.
Yes.
And hungry.
No, me too.
It's just amazing to see how accessible and diverse vegan cuisine has become.
It really has come a long way.
And Alicia is embracing it all.
Yeah, she's living her best vegan life.
It's clear that it's so much more than just a diet. For her.
Oh, for sure.
It's woven into every facet of her life.
It's about aligning her values with her actions.
Yep.
It's really inspiring to see.
Yeah, it really is.
Someone living so authentically and using their platform for good.
And it's a good reminder that we can all make a difference,
Yes, we can.
whether it's through our personal choices or by speaking out for what we believe in.
Absolutely.
Alicia's story shows that veganism can be a powerful force for positive change.
I love that. Alicia Silverstone's story is a testament to the transformative power of veganism.
It really is.
It's a journey that has taken her from those early childhood horror moments to becoming this prominent voice for animal rights, a champion for sustainability, a loving and compassionate parent.
It's been an inspiring deep dive, and I hope it's encouraged all of you listening to continue exploring your own vegan journeys.
Yes.
Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned pro.
Doesn't matter where you are on your journey.
Yeah, every step you take towards a kinder and more compassionate world makes a difference.
Beautifully said. And thank you all for joining us on Vegan Stuff with Caavakushi.
Until next time.
Stay curious and keep on veganing.
Did you know we have a vegan search engine, a vegan forum, a vegan newsletter, and so much more coming soon? So why not check us out at Caavakushi.com. Thanks for listening. We hope you liked this episode. If you did, we'd really appreciate it if you could give us 5 stars on whatever platform you're listening to this podcast on. Also, we would be so appreciative if you could just share this episode or this podcast with all your friends and family who are vegans or vegan friendly. We're also really excited because we are going to be launching something really cool pretty soon on the site, so keep an eye out for that. And we will see you really soon with a new episode.